07 Kunder said. Kunder Peter, alright.
Hey, hey, what's going on? Getting everything set up.
I enjoyed your recent, short, X4 tutorials, Big Smile said. Kunder Peter, alright.
All right, I think we got just about everything running. Let's check on Rumble here. All right. Yeah. Greetings, Commanders. This is Commander Atlas Rand, and what am I doing today on the live stream? Well, on the live stream, I'm going to be going through and doing the current community goal mission for the rest of my characters. I did the first one, or I did this mission for the first character in the video in my it's hard to call it a tutorial video because there's not much tutorial going on, but it's basically my tutorial video for this particular community goal. I do them for all the community goals, but I have more than one character, so I need to repeat it for the rest of the characters. And that's, I figured might as well do that on a live stream. Let's see, I guess first thing is, where are we? Let's find out. I've got a choice here. I can either focus on making money, or I could just focus on doing these missions quickly.
Your stream says X4 Foundations, Sir said. Kunder Peter, alright.
On Twitch, I've updated it. It should flip. I'm not sure how many seconds Twitch is running behind, but let me look at. Yeah, it still does. Let me go in and manually do it here. Um, there we go. That should be fixed. Thanks for letting me know. Are you, Peter? Are you an X4 player, or are you just getting into X4? Or
EU said. Kunder Peter, alright. X4 Dangerous LMF AO said. Feral.
X4 Dangerous? Perfect. Uh-huh.
What's up said. Newftorious.
Hey, Newf. How you doing? Haven't
I
seen you
have
in a
some
while.
4-week-long saves from 6.20 Smile said. Kunder Peter, alright.
Okay. All right. Well, I've been playing on the 8.0 beta, and I do have backups of my previous saves, but found a few bugs in the 8.0 beta, but the worst one was when I couldn't save a game, so I had to replay about 2 hours to a previous save, but hopefully that bug won't get repeated. Let's see. So we're going to be on the hunt for gallium today, at least for a while. To find where the closest location is for buying gallium. I suspect it's going to be a land-based port because all the... Oh, maybe not. Maybe not all the spaceports have been vacuumed out yet. Um, hmm. Nope, there's still some available. Good, 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 good. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is need to go out here.
Hello from Belfast, Northern Ireland Rand. Dia du Tagus Bayad Shruth Mathagat, Bit of Gilge, Irish for you their mate. Said. Clandbuyakid.
Oh, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. That's something that Americans literally cannot make come out of their mouths. But thank you.
I'm
Thank
getting
you.
gallium from HIP 67,125 Bifrost Crossing said. Kunder Peter, alright.
Are you getting it there now? I just looked this place up on Inara, and it looks like there's a whole ton of it available in a station that's about 1,200 light seconds away. So I was just gonna jump the old carrier there and pick some up, and I think it's far enough away that not a whole lot of people are gonna be here. 320 light years. Obviously, I want to load up. I think for this account at least, I want to load up a good chunk of it into the carrier, and then go back and unload it before the week is out.
No worries, our kid, said Clandby, a kid.
No, I've never been to Belfast. I've been to Ireland. I drove around there about 20 years ago, 25 years ago I was there. Never made it to Northern Ireland. So it might be the last bit of hauling in a cutter. I think that's kind of why they did the event. Give people a chance to fly their cutters one last time. Or their Type 9s. Yep, this would be the one. All right, well, we got 14 minutes. So, what shall we talk about? So, I guess let me ask the people are on right now, which is, let me see how many of you are actually on. Looks like there's about 11 people. Are you all watching the other game that I'm playing, X4, or do people just want to watch Elite?
You should. Derry and Belfast are completely changed now because of the peace process. Belfast and Derry are the two top places to visit in the UK outside of London, said Clandby, a kid. I like both games, said Kunder Peter, alright.
Nice. Hey, is there any difference in weather between like Dublin and Belfast? Because obviously, one thing you notice about Ireland is that it rains almost every day. But yeah, I started doing the X4 videos because I ended up playing quite a bit of X4 when I was on vacation and the internet wasn't great. And it's a game I bought probably a year ago, just never played until recently. And then last month I really got into it pretty
No,
heavily.
not at all. We have rain just the same as Dublin, said
All
Clandby, a kid.
right, just as much rain. Gotcha. Okay. 11 minutes. Yeah, so X4 I think has a cool combination of other past games that I've played. Elite obviously, but also you've got a little bit of interiors, especially on a few ships have more than others, which is more similar to Star Citizen. And then a lot of the late game gameplay I think is closer to EVE
It's why we're
Online.
so green. Lol for greenfield strat song and all that, said.
Oh yeah,
Plan be a kid.
Ireland was definitely super green. That's very true. Well, it was green fields with a bunch of little white dots where the sheep are standing and eating the grass. Kind of surprised the sheep's fur isn't green. So the combination of a bunch of these past games I played all in one game was very, very entertaining. Obviously, it's single player only. It's not multiplayer, but honestly, even in multiplayer games, quite often if I get on, there's really nobody else on unless we've coordinated it previously. So I'm basically playing single player and multiplayer games anyway.
Said. Plan be a kid.
But one thing I have noticed is that, and it's not just for Elite Dangerous, it's for most games, the people that really like get into a game and start playing it tend to not be interested in other games. So when I started doing videos for X4, I noticed that a lot of the people that used to show up for the streams that I was doing in Elite are no longer showing up for those streams. But different people are showing up. So it is interesting on how people move on. But I've also had chat on people in my Discord who've not played X4 until recently and either got into it after I started doing the videos or even before that, but just never really mentioned it. And now there's more conversation going on about X4 gameplay. So I don't know. I've gone through a whole bunch of different space games over the years. I've been a gamer forever, and I've always loved the space genre. So whether it was EVE Online in the early 2000s or well, Elite really for the last 10 years, but also Star Citizen in there for about 3 to 4 year period of time. And I don't remember when. Oh shit! I'm blanking out the name of the game. The one with the totally procedurally generated everything. Ah, totally having a brain fart moment here. No Man's Sky. I guess they've been out for about a decade as well now, right? So certainly played plenty of that. Enjoyed that. Empyrean was a game that very few people have played that I seem to talk to no one's ever played. But I really liked Empyrean. I probably played it pretty solidly for about a year. I'd say probably 2018, 2019. So about 6, 7 years ago, I really got into Empyrean quite a bit. Space Engineers. What else is space related? Satisfactory kind of is. I mean, it is a exploration game on an
I
alien
like
planet.
how automated trading in X4 can be. I don't like character design and double tap to run, said. Peter, alright.
Yeah, well, first of all, Peter, you can fix the double tap to run very easily. All you need to do is map the W key to run. And then you just don't have a walk key anymore. You have a run key every time you hit W. So I haven't double tapped probably more than 5 times before I figured out how to change the keybind. Yeah, the character design is really non-existent. You just pick from about 10 pre-built characters, which is incidentally also why I tend to start with the what is it? The something Scion character, basically the guy wearing glasses, which is the Hatikwa start. Because ultimately your start matters very little in the grand scheme of things. You can pick up the other missions very easily.
Smile, said. Peter, alright.
There you go, Peter. You got some training out of this video already, and it's not even about the game. But yeah, character creation is kind of pick one. That's about it. But I don't know. I don't mind I don't mind that too much, I guess, because you don't really look at yourself in that game. You're generally first person viewpoint, whether you're sitting in a spaceship or whether you're walking around. You're not really looking at the back of yourself walking around. So sometimes I even forget which character I'm playing because it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. Like your backstory doesn't really affect anything other than the first maybe hour or even less than an hour of the gameplay. And after an hour, any of the backstories just kind of dissolve. They don't matter because you can unlock anything. But automated trading is great. It's one thing that I wish all the other games like this had is a way for you to, well, two things. One, NPC pilots. I remember when, like, 7 years ago, maybe 6 years ago in Star Citizen, the idea of NPC pilots came up. I think they were calling them blades originally, and then they said you will have both blades and NPC characters that can walk around and you can hire. And I thought, oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be so awesome. I'm going to start buying bigger ships because I'll be able to control those ships with NPC characters. Well, that never materialized. At this point, it's probably never will. It's not too likely. And of course,
Well, you can't forget playing Italati. These guys are waist high said.
yeah. Well, that's true. Talati are you get a little different perspective there for sure. But in terms of the ships you can fly, in terms of things you can do, it really doesn't matter which character you're in. It's not like certain parts of the map are just off limits to you if you start as a particular character. You can be any of the start characters, start backgrounds, backstories, and still do everything in the game, which is good. I think that's what you should. But yeah, maybe one of these upgrades, one of these DLCs, they'll actually create a character designer where you can totally create your character and then pick the race you're from. And then the race will determine the start and not the actual character and what they look like and everything else. Yeah. But the idea of having NPCs that you can hire or even just an autopilot that you can turn on that will follow a course for you. Oh my gosh, it just going back to Elite, we got 3 minutes, by the way, until we jump. Going back to Elite after having an autopilot that can follow a route just feels crazy. It's like, what? I have to manually fly everywhere? There's no switch I can flip to just follow the route. I can set a route up in the map in Elite, right? That's what we're doing right now. We can set a route up to jump somewhere. But then I manually have to fly there from sun to sun to sun and make every jump manually. It just feels like that little step is
and walking the bridge during the
wouldn't be
ride
hard
said,
to do.
Kunder Peter, right.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. I'm less even concerned about that because the big thing about having a real autopilot that can just follow a course is you can be using all the out of game tools, which we know Elite Dangerous has way more tools than most games that are all out of game, starting with Inara, but a whole bunch of other ones. And quite often, I'm going to be looking at that, referring to that, and either I'm sort of flying blind in Elite or I'm stopped. Whereas in a game like X4, you can be in an out-of-game tool or in-game tool for that matter, looking at the map overlay, while you know the autopilot is actually flying the course that you set for it. So I would love for Elite to have a feature like that. That would be very cool. Having pilots that you can hire to fly more of your own ships. I mean, imagine what that will do to hauling. If you can have like a fleet of ships and hire NPC pilots for them, and we already have in Elite NPC pilots, right? But their only purpose is for shooting. They're fighter pilots essentially. So you can either have them flying your ship or flying one of the little the fighters, the little shuttles that you can bring with you. But they're not going to go from place to place. They're only going to sort of circle around and then shoot anybody who's red for you.
Or Apex Taxi Service said.
That's true.
Peter, right.
Oh, you're totally right. I forgot about Apex because I never use it. But you're right. We already even have pilots that NPCs that can fly you to different locations. So if we have NPCs that can fly you to different locations, why can't we hire NPCs to work for us to fly to different locations? And the way they did it with Apex, which I don't even really like that much, but I can see why they did it, which is in real time, meaning it takes just as long, in fact, it takes longer for Apex to fly because they follow all the rules. They don't take any shortcuts. But even if you could do that, if I could hire an Apex driver to fly the ship I'm in right now, for example, and then double my ability to carry cargo by telling him just follow me. Wherever I fly, you fly. And you can have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of those, all going back and forth between your carrier and the planet. I think the expansion with colonization would just go so much smoother. And people would have a lot less burnout than they do right now. Because, again, part of the reason I'm playing X4 right now is because I spent so much time hauling for colonization and colonizing systems that it really started feeling like a real job. Like, oh, I've only got 4 more days to haul 60,000 units of cargo. Like, I need to plan at least 4 hours per day for the next 4 days in order to be able to complete it. That's, it starts getting to be more of a job. But if you could hire more pilots, it would cost you money.
Yeah, automated surface orbit cargo runs. That would be really awesome thing to have an elite said. Peter,
yep.
Right.
Or like in X4, you can put in buy orders or sell orders. And NPCs, if you have a good price, they'll buy from you. If you're paying a high price to haul, they will haul stuff to you. Like that is a great part of gameplay in X4 because it means you don't have to have a whole ton of cargo ships just to bring goods to or from your stations. Having something similar here would be likewise. Or how about the ability to actually control what your station sells its products for? Like setting prices. We can set prices on carriers in Elite. Why can't we set prices for goods on stations that we build? I mean, it's a lot more work to build a station in Elite than it is to buy a carrier in Elite. Carrier just takes 5 billion, which is, you know, if you're going out there, certainly back when we had Thargoids, or even doing activities like this, community goals, you could make $1 billion in less than 1 day. Hell, you could make 5 billion in probably 2 days or 1 long day. And there's your carrier. But a station, that takes a lot longer. And yet we can't control anything on the station once it's built. There's definitely some factors that I think would be nice to... Oh, I didn't want to disembark. Okay, I wanted to launch. So, yeah, I really would love to see more features in X4 be copied into Elite. And I will say this is one thing that I think Star Citizen has been really good at, and that is stealing ideas from other games. They've done a good job of doing that. Wouldn't be a bad thing if Frontier did the same thing with Elite, where they take a feature in another game that somebody's already figured out how to solve the problem and just kind of copy it. All right, well, good news is we're by the sun. And we're going to which station? Let me see where I was going to be buying. It was B21-3. It is Spitzer Horizon. Is that right? Or no, it's oh no, did I go to the wrong one? Oh crap. I may have gone to the wrong one. Jesus. That's not good. Arriving somewhere but not here, Tasmania City. This is obviously a person built. Did I seriously copy the wrong one? Crap. Hull 285, sector M B21 B1 that Oh, well, maybe let's go check out Tasman City. Maybe that is the one. I thought I went to the wrong place. That is one of the things that is probably no surprise to anyone, but that everything takes twice as long when you're streaming, so if you're trying to get stuff done quickly, you don't want to be streaming at the same time, because while you're talking, you're not paying attention to what's going on as much. At least that's true for me.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
The Tasman City should have plenty of whatever we're buying here. What are we buying? Gallium.
Or 3 times as long when you want to film a good footage for the videos, Big Smile said. Kunder Peter, alright.
No, I gave up on that a long time ago. I don't care if the footage is good or not. It's whatever it is when I've got the record button pressed. That's the footage I got. Rarely am I going to go in and fix something afterwards, because then it really takes a long time. I did a video like 6 years ago that was, how long does it take me to do a 1-hour YouTube video in 4K? And the breakdown was 8 hours. Now, it doesn't take anywhere near that these days, and not for the games that I'm playing. But back then, it was literally, to make a 1-hour long game video was 8 hours of doing stuff. Which is also, I think, why a lot of people have gone to streaming instead of making videos. Other than training videos. I make training videos, and then a lot of other people do as well, but you don't see a whole lot of people making just play through videos, or just, straight gameplay videos anymore, because you still have that feeling where you want it to look really good if it's a video. Whereas with the stream, it removes that requirement from you, like, because shit happens on the stream and you can't do anything about it, but it also means you're not going to spend the time to fix it either. Are we flying slow here? I can't even tell. There we go. Tasman City. What does the system look like? Is this Tasman? Nope. This is Tasman. Yeah, this is definitely a player-built system. Pretty well built out one. Tasman City. I think I'm gonna jump the carrier. I just need to check to see where I should jump it to. That's the sun. And Tasman Seas where? Oh, I hate these things. Got the little spiky wheels here.
Kutumaya, Golf, India, November. Darkon, access to the docking bay is by authorization only. Permission authorized. Adjust heading for approach to pad 2-4. Clear for precision approach.
Yeah, I keep hitting the M button when I want to bring the map up. Okay, so Ratchet Sanctuary. That's all right. We'll just do it the other way. What's next to me? Arthur Horizon. All right.
Landing gear deployed.
How much you want to bet somebody from Australia built this?
Contact. Clear to offload. Welcome, Commander.
All right, what are we buying? Forgetting. Gallium. Yeah, we got plenty of gallium.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay. Platinum Imperia Mining Limited. Okay, that's the name of the thing. Okay, got it. Arthur Horizon.
Retracted.
That's that one. All right, so there's nothing else close apparently. Let's head back to the carrier. And man, I can't wait to see autopilot doing this shit with the Clipper. Like it barely already knows how to get out of there with this ship. It's gonna be a lot more back and forth bullshit with the Clipper. All right, so carriers. Hopefully there's not too. Oh yeah, there's hardly any here. So yeah, it's no real competition for where it's going to be. So let me move the carrier because obviously I'm going to do enough runs to justify it here.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Did they fix the music? Let's find out. Nope, still loud. Okay. They'll probably get 2 runs to its current position and then it'll be at the new position.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh, too early. Too late. I'm out of practice, man. I used to be able to do this really good. Know exactly when to get out of turbo mode to slow down. Been playing too much X4.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Grab this. There we go. Cruise. Very good.
Access granted. Commander, you are good to approach the landing pad. Request accepted. Your docking computer has assumed control.
Y'all buying the Clipper on day one like I am?
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I changed the name in Twitch. Apparently, I didn't change the name in YouTube. I just realized. God damn it. Let's see.
Touchdown. Ship is secure. How can we help, Commander?
Let's unload this stuff. Okay, looks like I'm got room for about 20,000 total. God damn it, I can't believe it.
I don't know.
Screwed this up.
19k arcs is much for me, said Kunder Peter, alright.
Elite. Dangerous. Community goal. Alright. And Elite. Dangerous. Yeah, sorry guys, just realized that I forgot to set the game in YouTube. There we go. That's better. All right. So let's go back.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing clamp disengaged. Maintain a controlled speed until clear.
Go to. Oops. I don't want that. I want this. Nope. I want this. And Tasman.
Take care, Commander. Good luck, Commander.
Heat damage. Shouldn't be any of that. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to having over 1,000 capacity in one ship for hauling. If for no other reason than easy math. Like, if you know you're getting something over 1,000, maybe it's 1,100, maybe it's just 1,000. But I think the capacity max fully is 1,200. But to me, the beauty of having that ship is you can have a little bit over 1,000 and shields and guns and be basically fully fitted, not just to run away, but to also get some extra money killing the pirates that are chasing you. So that it's like doing a hauling in a Type 10, except of course Type 10 doesn't have the same capacity, so you would get a lot less in the Type 10. But it's like a Type 10, but with even more capacity than a Type 9. So that should be good. And it also sounds like it's actually a little bit faster and a little bit more maneuverable than a Type 9, which is somewhat surprising. I thought they would make it a total slowpoke, but I guess it gets about 400 in turbo boost mode, and that's not bad at all for a ship that size.
Maya Golf India, November. This is an Alliance starport. Please request docking permission prior to landing.
I don't know why people build these with 4 trestles. It's inconvenient.
Permission authorized. Adjust heading for approach to pad 40. Automated approach authorized. All clear, Commander.
And Deadly said, Commander Peter, alright.
I don't think it would actually kill you. It would definitely drop your shields down and move you out of the way. But I guess if you're in a small enough ship, it probably would kill you. Or a ship with no shields, like this one. Actually, I just realized, yeah, I'm flying with no shields, so that would definitely be a problem for me in this ship. Could be expensive. The dual arms was just unusual in the past, so it's kind of interesting to build something that there's not a lot of. Kind of like an asteroid base, but even the 2 arms isn't particularly good, but 4 arms is just dumb.
Landing gear deployed.
Contact. Engaging pad restraints.
Gallium. Load her up.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler retracted. Allow for oncoming traffic.
You know, it's interesting too, going back to Elite after playing Explorer for a while, like, the insides of stations just feel a lot more washed out and bland. Not the detail of what's in there, but the colors used. All the colors here are very muted. There's no fully saturated bright colors at all. Whereas in X4, there's a lot more bright colors used. Alright, where are we parked? Oh, really? Now that would be super convenient if we're literally right in front of the entrance to this. That would be a great spot.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright. Wait, did I drop out early? God damn it.
Drive charging.
Hell.
4, 3, 2.
07 Epic. Watched one of your videos on X4 gotta say looks like a cool game. Said Dan Debelis.
Yeah, I think it is a cool game. You know, the one big difference, obviously, between other games. What is going on? How many? Oh, because it's not here yet. That's right. Okay, we're still waiting for it. Let's see how long until it jumps. Sorry. Yeah, it's a single-player game. That's a big thing that for some people is a turnoff. But honestly, okay, one more minute. Cool. But I don't think it's bad at all. I mean, there are plenty of times where I'm not going to be playing with other people. I'm just doing solo stuff in this game, for example. Or being able to play a game even when you don't have Wi-Fi connectivity is kind of cool.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3.
Can we make a jump of 70 kilometers? Let's see how far back I am now. Probably overshot it by more than I was. Do it. No, 47. That's all right. No, that's closer. And it should be popping in there any minute now. There we go. So it just landed. Oh, you could see the sparkles from it flying in. From 30 kilometers out. Alright. Let's see. It should pull us out exactly next to it now. Seriously? He didn't pull us out. Okay. That's name. Come on. I will say though, one thing about X4 is after you've played it a few times, you've pretty much got the map memorized. And this is where a game like this is very different, because you're never going to run out of places to go that you've never been. In X4, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth time you play, every time it gets a little bit easier, a little bit quicker, because you know where everything is. Even if you can't see it on the map, you know where it should be.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your landing pad. That was an affirmative. See you soon, Commander.
It is nice to have the Xenons to fight with everywhere, because I kind of miss not having Thargoids, or miss having Thargoids here. I miss when we had Thargoids. I miss those times, because Thargoids were an absolutely hard opponent. There was always a real risk of losing your ship. There was always plenty of times where you were trying to hang on by a very slim amount of health of your ship to stay from completely blowing up. And I feel like you kind of get that a lot more with the Xenons in X4 than with anything currently in Elite Dangerous. Like, all the other NPCs other than Thargoids are all basically easy level.
Touchdown. Ship is secure. How can we
Yeah,
help,
let's get
Commander?
that stuff transferred. Yep. Okay.
Landing gear retracted.
Confirmed. Ship released. Maintain a controlled speed until clear.
Yeah, this is a good location for the carrier for now. Until it ends up having a planet between it and Tasman City. Maybe that's kind of when I'll stop. Instead of trying to fill up the whole carrier, maybe I'll just do this until Tasman City is behind the planet and is no longer quick to get to.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We'll see. Any loading I do, obviously, is only half of it. I have to unload all the same stuff as well. Could actually accelerate a little bit here.
Safety limits.
I think we're going slow enough it can pull me out. Yep. So even 3 seconds is okay. And I'm on the right side of the entrance, so I'll deal with the 4 hammers here.
Guten Maya, all India, November. This is Starcon. Access to the docking bay is by authorization only. Request approved. Clear to land on pad 39er.
Oh, god damn it. It's doing one of those stupid
All clear,
flips.
Commander.
I hate that. When you're like, you get nice and close, you're almost there, like this, and then it decides that, oh no, I'm gonna fly you back. I'm not gonna let you actually fly into where you're going. I'm going to be taking you further away from here. That's annoying. I'm flying manual, obviously, right now. I will let it take care of the parking, though.
Integrity compromised. Landing gear deployed.
Jasmine City.
Touchdown. Notifying ground crew. Happy to have you, Commander.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Detach sequence complete. You are clear to depart.
All right.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Thank you for visiting our carrier. We have a number of services available. Clearance granted. Move directly to your landing pad. That's an affirmative. We'll see you soon, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay. Unload. Oh.
Landing gear retracted.
Confirmed. Ship released. You have liftoff.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All right, let's fly there. Oh, I don't want to go into the atmosphere. That'll slow it down. Around that.
Maya Golf India, November. This station is under Alliance control. Please comply with SARCOM flight regulations. Permission authorized. Clear to land on pad 02. Clear for precision approach. Use of docking computer has been sanctioned.
Landing gear deployed.
Ship is on deck. Engaging pad restraints. Glad you arrived safely, Commander.
Alrighty. Galleon.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay. Let's see if we can get back while it's still visible, because obviously the station and my ship are going to get further and further apart.
Landing gear retracted.
Detach sequence complete. Allow for oncoming traffic in the access corridor.
I think we only have maybe 1 or 2 runs left here before it gets hidden behind the planet. It's definitely going in that direction.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Hi, Atlas Rand. Hope you're having a good day today, said Kunder Korviskurix Nevermore.
Hey, Chorus, what's going on? Back in the bubble? You gonna be buying the new ship? Getting the Clipper? And I feel like this is the last time I'm gonna be flying this ship, the cutter, for hauling for the community goal.
Welcome, Commander. We'll accept your business after completing an access check.
Scan detected.
Permission granted. Check your landing pad assignment. Request accepted. Your docking computer has assumed control.
So, if you don't hear me talking, it's because I'm actually answering comments to the last couple of videos right now, guys. Typing in
Yeah.
answers.
I made 1.8B from my exobiology trip.
Nice.
Yes, I'll be getting the Panther Clipper. It's gonna be a spendy item to get an engineer, but heck yeah, said Kunder Korviskurix Nevermore.
Yeah, I think it's going to definitely become most people's only hauling ship. And okay, so here's the next question. Whoever is getting that ship, you going to be running it without a shield to maximize its capacity to 1200? Or are you going to do like I do and just get it to a little over 1000 and still have a shield and everything else in there for convenience sake? All right, let me unload this stuff real quick. Let me check in there to see where the breakdowns are, and community goals. So, I think that it. Nope. There we go. Yeah. So in Inara, you can see where you need to be for each level of community goal. So it looks like top 50%, which is 110 million reward, is at. Oh, that's bounties. This one is the one I want. So top 50%, 100 million. That's weird. That's 100 million, and this one's 110. Well, that's screwy. Okay. So if you're hauling stuff, top 50% gets 100 million, and that is anything over 1,076. And right now
No
I've got
way, shieldless. I'll be
uh
satisfied with more cargo capacity.
3,000
than my cargo
gallium in here
Imperial
right now.
Clipper,
So I need to
said.
get one more
Under
load to get in the
Corvus
top
Nevermore.
25% basically. So that's super easy. Sorry, let me see. I talked over you. No way, shieldless. Yeah, no way, shieldless. Exactly. Anything that's over 1,000 is good enough for me. I don't really care about. Well, you know what? I probably could use some more tritium in the carrier. Let me just load this up real quick, and I'll top off the carrier. Just thought of that. Yeah, I don't mind running shieldless like this when it's just between carrier and a station. But I think for that ship, instead of just getting an extra 1,000 units of whatever material, I'd sooner just have a shield. All right, let's see how much I need to put in the carrier.
Maximum capacity.
This is something I wish they would fix, is just not having to use a ship just to transfer stuff between the fuel tank and your cargo hold. This just feels like it's not done right. Put the rest back. There we go. I'm topped off on the carrier. Actually, should buy some more tritium soon, I think.
Clamps are released. Launch is go.
I only got about 600 tritium left. Not that one. That one. And I think it's probably behind the planet already, or right on the edge. So yeah, it's right on the edge. So I think what I'm gonna do actually is after this run, I'm gonna log out of this account, log into another account, because I want to do this mini goal on all my accounts, because they're probably all going to end up having the Panther eventually, even if I don't get it immediately. So I want to get that special gold paint for the Panther on all the accounts. Turn that on.
Maya, Golf, India, November. Starcom comms established. Reduce your speed as you approach the station, Commander. Permission authorized. Prep for arrival on landing pad 10. Automated approach
All day
authorized.
yesterday,
All clear,
I added
Commander.
polymers for the CG and am in the top 25%. I'm sure people are using FC for the CG, so getting into the top 10 is gonna basically be impossible for me, and my cutter said. Kunder Corvus Nevermore.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely need a carrier if you want to get into a high score. So right now I'll have about 5,000 of it in my carrier, and then we're going to take a little break and do some shooting stuff. But it's any of the top spots, certainly the top 10 guys, are going to be multiple carriers worth. So right now, the number 10 spot has already unloaded and sold 40,000 units. So that's pretty much impossible if you're just doing it one ship at a time. you have to use. It's 2 carriers worth of cargo that somebody's already done, and they're probably going to keep going for the next few days as well.
Your web page is blocking the game, said.
Oh,
Canlek.
shit. Good call. Sorry about that. Right.
Contact.
Boom.
Engaging pad restraints.
Not that what's happening in the game's all that exciting. Cargo hauling. But good call. Alright. Buy some more. Gallium.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
By the way, might as well check pricing here. I think they've got tritium, right? Everyone's got tritium. Maybe. Yeah, they got tritium. Yeah, I'll pick up a load of that later as well.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler retracted. Regulate your speed when exiting the
But
docking
the
bay.
good news is, like, even though the top 10 people are 2
I
full
am at around
carriers
12,000
worth.
polymers right now. In a bit, I'll log on and keep adding polymers just for the heck of it, said. Kunder Korviskurix Nevermore.
Yeah, well, you could do that. Although, keep in mind, you would make more money out of the gallium. So the polymer has, you don't need as much money to invest, and it generates a much higher percentage of payback. But in terms of just raw money, your best thing to do is gallium. And it's behind the moon. All right. So this will be the last one for a little while here. So my plan is I'm gonna do my other characters while this is behind the moon, and when I'm done doing the other characters, come back to this account, and it should actually be on the other side, so we'll go behind the planet fully and come out the other side to make it once again quick and easy to deliver it to it without having to fly around the moon or planet, whatever this is. Yeah, the top 25% span is from 3,400, which is less than what I already have, until 40,000. So a very large range
This is flight control.
in the top
Standard
25%
flight
there.
practices near this carrier, Commander. Permission granted. Check your landing pad assignment. That's an affirmative. We'll see you soon, Commander.
Gallium. Thanks for the info. I'll switch. The additional credits will be very helpful for the Panther Clipper Plus engineering.
Yep.
Have you estimated the amount of credits for the Panther Plus engineers? Said. Kunder Korviskurix Nevermore.
I think Ricardo mentioned how much the price of the Panther was supposed to be in game. I think it's 220,000 or 200 million maybe. Wait, it's going to be the most expensive ship in the game for in-game credits. But it's not going to be available for 3 months in the game anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter because you got plenty of time. And if you're buying it for ARCs, then obviously there's no cost for in-game money. But it is supposed to be the most expensive ship. I think currently the cutter is the most expensive, and so the Clipper will be more than that. I think it's somewhere, it's either 225 or 255, somewhere around there.
Landing complete. Clamps engaged.
But
Welcome, Commander.
I think the getting the most expensive armored hull for it is over $1 billion. So you can spend a crazy amount of money on it if you want. Obviously, I think it's much better to get a carrier than spending a whole lot of money on outfitting that ship. Or at least get the carrier first. Alright, so what I was going to log out of here. Let me transfer this stuff in first. And log into a different account. So we've got, 4,000. So that should be in the top 25%. And we'll keep going to make sure that we're for sure in the top 25%. All right, hang on, guys. Let me switch accounts.
I'll spend ARCs for the Panther right now. Engineering will be expensive for sure. Plus, lugging the Panther to the engineers all over the bubble is gonna be time consuming, said Kunder Korviskurix Nevermore.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't think it's going to have a great jump range. Although when it's empty and once you upgrade the jump drives, I can't remember whose video I was watching that showed this, but I think it's 40 light years or 39 light years, something like that, is the jump range on an empty Panther with the upgraded jump drive. So it's not too bad. Oh, well, this account I haven't even done anything with. So, okay. Don't have to worry about that one. Let's do another account. Yeah, every time there's a sale on accounts, I usually pick another one up. So I've got a few that haven't even been utilized yet.
Do you have a video about having more than one account and how to manage them? Curious, said Kunder Korvisker
I do not. No, I thought about making a video like that. It's I'll tell you, part of the reason I haven't is because I feel there's so few people that would really do that. And because it is a little bit of like, it's not super convenient. Let's put it this way. So you can buy multiple accounts to the game. They don't care. But if you buy more than one account on the same platform, you can't do it easily. So, for example, anybody can buy the game on Steam, get it when Steam has an elite sale, so you get it on Steam, and then go to the actual Frontier website and then also buy the game in Frontier. And that's not a problem. That's easy because you can even run the Steam, run the game from Steam. And remember, the first thing it loads is the launcher. Well, in that launcher, you can simply select log out to log out of the Steam install, and then log in using the credentials you used to buy it directly from Frontier. And so you could use that same launcher to have a Frontier version and a Steam version. That's easy. After that, it starts getting harder because if you have multiple accounts on, so what I ended up doing is just creating new Steam accounts that have only one game purchased per account. And that's this game as the one game that I bought. And so I have to actually pick which Steam account I log into in order to play that account in Elite. And that's what I was doing for quite a while until I found a kind of a workaround, a little bit of a hacky thing that uses a command line interface that lets you create a shortcut that launches a particular Steam account through a shortcut. And then so now I have like 5 shortcuts that I can pick from that launch a particular Steam account for me. You can also buy the game on Epic. In fact, on Epic, sometimes it's free. So a lot of people have gotten it on Epic because it was completely free at some point in time. And if you run Epic, you can launch it out of Epic, and it doesn't affect anything you have on Steam or in Frontier. The downside of getting it on Epic is you cannot launch the Epic version of the game on anything other than Epic. Like, you have to run the Epic app, and then from there launch the game. And then the second problem with the Epic launch is it wants to install the game not in the same location as Steam installs it, obviously. And remember, if you buy it directly from Frontier, you can use the Steam install and just log out and log in to the Steam or into the same game using the Frontier credentials that you would for Steam. Epic doesn't do that. So the game that you buy in Epic has to be run from Epic. So it creates a little bit of a pain in the butt factor there. So for most people, I would say you're probably not going to be running multiple accounts. If you are so much into the game that you're buying multiple accounts, you're likely have done what I did and then just simply create a brand new Steam account with just one game in there that you bought, which is Elite, and then just pick which Steam account you want to log into to launch the game. Like, that's the most straightforward, easiest way to do it, but it's not fast. But if you do multiple games on Steam, you still only have one install of the game, which is the first one that you did, and then all your other Steam accounts simply point at that same install. They check to see that you own the game. Yes, you do, and therefore they let you launch it. But if you buy it on if you buy it on Epic, that will force you to make a separate install. If you buy it on Frontier and Steam, or Frontier and Epic, the Frontier won't make you do a second install. You can use either the Steam or the Epic install. So there you go. There's your video. That's the short version of running multiple accounts with this game. It's not made really to be run with multiple accounts, but you can kind of make it do that. Okay, what am I doing here? Oh yeah. So first thing is, I don't think this account has a carrier. Let's just check. It does not. This account does not have a carrier. So that makes it a little easier and to some extent. What does this account have for ships? Let's check. That's not what I wanted to do. This is commodity market. Do we not have a...
Have you already got your bounty CG done? Said Camlek.
I haven't in the account that I was just doing the carrier loading. I'll do that after I unload the carrier. I have the like I've got a video that shows to do both the for my main account I used in the video that does both the bounty and the hauling. Now on the stream I'm doing my other accounts as well here. So where the hell am I? Oh, I see where I am. Okay, I'm at one of my own built stations here. Caligria Depot. Caligria is one of the guys that's on our Discord. He's a quite often here on the streams. And he had hauled a tremendous amount of stuff for me voluntarily. So I actually named one of my stations after his name on YouTube. So this is Caligria Station here. Or Caligria Depot, I guess. All right. We're, let's see. I really need to get to a... I think I'm in the middle of nowhere, too. That's the other problem. Let's find out how far we are from a normal station somewhere. And we're definitely not anywhere near the bubble. So I've got, looks like some of my other ships at Omicron B. So that's where I should fly to. How many jumps? 500 light years, 6 jumps. Well, at least that's not too many jumps. So that's the first thing I need. So this account is essentially...
Do you go to Akiento for the has site? Said Camlek.
There's a... Somebody left a comment on my video on what to do for this CG that tells you the best place to go to get a high res. I did it just minimal, just 1 kill, and so I didn't really need to have a high res. So I did it in the low res zone, the one that's right next to the where you drop off the cargo. I did it in the rings around that planet because I wasn't trying to get a high score or anything. I just wanted to do 1 and then get my free stuff off of that. And frankly, you do 1 kill, you get 40 million. That's a heck of a deal. Okay, so that's why it's 6 jumps. I was like, 6 jumps, that's pretty good. Because we gotta use the neutron here. Alrighty. Come on, leave the neutron. There we go. Okay. Let's get to jumping. So I'm not even sure what this account has for ships, honestly. When I get to a station, I'll check. I may not have a particularly large cargo ship, so for this account, I may very well also just do minimal cargo and 1 ship kill. Just enough to get the stuff and no more. We will see.
I guess the multiple game thing isn't for me. Thank you for the cliff notes on the process.
Yeah, it is a pain in the butt. I'll just tell you that. It's only for people that really hardcore want to have multiple accounts. The game really wasn't intended for you to be playing it with multiple accounts. Unlike EVE Online, where I think most people have multiple accounts of that game, and the games, even in the early 2000s when I was playing it, like 2006, 2008, even back then, it was very common to have people running multiple accounts at the same time to lead up with themselves. the reason I did multiple accounts in Elite is to separate the main task of the account. So the last account that I was on, where I was filling up the carrier, that's sort of my main hauler account. So account doesn't have a whole lot of military skills,
Complete.
but it's, you know, a 5 elite for hauling, or for, you know, selling stuff, whatever.
Frameshift drive charging.
Then I have another account that's currently in Colonia, and that account is my main exploration account. And so he's maxed out only on the skills required for exploration. He doesn't have all the engineers unlocked. He only has engineers that are useful for exploration. And he's currently sitting in Colonia. Then I have other accounts like this account. I think this one I did to start doing videos for beginner stuff. So this was my, let's restart the game after playing it for 8 years and see what the new beginner experience is like. I think that's what this account was. So I've kind of broke it out that way, but I just got into a habit. Whenever Steam had the game on sale for like 75% off, I would just add another Steam account and buy another copy of the game.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I don't think there's a huge benefit to people to have multiple accounts because you can't really run them both at the same time. Even if you could run, like I do have a couple of more laptops, gaming laptops, that I could run other accounts at the same time. But, you know, you only have one set of joysticks, so what are you going to do? Like, unless you're using keyboard and mouse, I guess if you're on keyboard and mouse, then you don't know the difference, but I hate using keyboard and mouse. So I have one account that uses dual sticks and another account on a laptop with a keyboard and mouse. I'm barely going to be touching the keyboard and mouse thing. Like, it's not going to be, it's going to be painful to use it, frankly. All right, and there we go. That's the last jump right here.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's one thing is nice to have, even on a fairly new account, to have ships that can go, you know, 61 light years, which used to be back in the day. Like, I used to consider this incredibly good range for for the ship I'm in right now, the Asp Explorer. Like, this was a premium exploration ship until you unlocked the or you had the money to fully engineer Great Phantom. All right, what station am I in? Stronghold carrier. Is there just a stronghold carrier here? There's got to be stations, right? Holy cow, there's a lot of conflict zones. Wow. Let's get rid of the conflict zones. Let's just leave.
Your Kunder in Colonia is sitting at Jacques Bar having a few drinks until you call on him for more exploration. Rolling on the floor laughing said.
Yeah,
Kunder
pretty much.
Corvus nevermore.
I think that's exactly where he is in Jacques. Martin Enterprises, maybe? I don't know. I don't even know where any of my ships are. Let's find out. I don't know how many ships. I mean, that's the other thing with, like, multiple accounts. I don't even know what the hell I have running. Like, what kind of ships or anything I have. I don't know what engineers I've got unlocked. I have to look all that stuff up because I haven't logged into this account in probably months.
Is there still more building to do in your systems? I'm ready for more hauling when I get my hands on Clipper.
Yeah, there will be.
Dan Debelis.
Absolutely. So I've got, I think, 6 systems that have, they're anywhere between 10% and 70% done. None of them are 100% done. none of them, well, I guess one of them is just 10% done. But yeah, pretty much all of the systems that I started building in are currently incomplete. And part of it too is after realizing they're still changing things, I stopped trying to complete them because there's no point if you do something and then they change the rules, you know, that's no good. So yeah, anyone that's going to be interested and willing to haul some materials, there will be plenty of that. But I'm not going to do that until the clipper is here and in my hands. And then I'll start making videos on the clipper and you'll see what state all my systems are in. And I'm sure I'll tag, like, if you want to help, here's where you can go in there in those videos as well. But yeah, I've got, I think 6 systems that are in some partial state of build right now. With the one that's the most complete, still has 2 large, 2 large stations that are partly built. So even the one that's the closest to being done is still not done yet.
Same here for colonization in my system, said Der
Mm-hmm.
On Papa Alpha uniform, please ensure you follow standard docking procedures before landing. Access authorized.
Yeah, I kind of expect a lot of people are in the same boat where they're... Am I too far? Oh, wait, I don't have auto landing on here. That's what it is. Huh. Well, somebody's shooting somebody. And I have not flown in the Asp in a long, long time. This is kind of throwback.
4,000 meters from touchdown.
It's a very distinct engine sound. Okay, where am I landing? Number 18. 18. Over there. Okay. I spent a lot of time in this ship back like 7 years ago.
The combination of an FC and the Panther Clipper will definitely reduce the trips and time for colonization construction.
Oh, for sure.
Said.
Absolutely.
Evermore. Hello, said. 0 sum outcomes.
Hey, Zero, what's going on? All right, so here's all I got on this account. I have a Corsair for mining. I have a Mandalay, probably for long range. I have a Corsair for not mining. And I have a packed up, not unpacked Type 9. I guess I could use that for this mission, if I even need to bother. And then I have the Asp Explorer. So I have 3 ships that I bought, and then a couple that I bought in-game. And 3 that I bought for ARCs in this account. So let me check where... Okay, and they're at this location, which is perfect. So I went to the right place. So let's switch to the Corsair. Let's see what kind of guns it's got. But it also means I have to actually fly. Okay, good. It's got frag cannons. Good enough. It also means I have to fly to where the community goal is. Which is in Ayaba. That's right. That's the system. So I guess technically we can sign up for it anywhere. We don't have to fly to Ayaba to sign up. How far is Ayaba? This could be painful. 190, almost 200 light years. Yeah. That's 1, 2, yeah. 12 jumps. Oh man, 12 jumps without a fuel scoop does not sound like a fun thing to do. It might be better for me just to fly there in the Asp and then call this ship to go there. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. I think. Because in the Asp, it's going to be a lot faster to fly there. Alrighty. Where is the... I also have a Mandalay. Let's see. Mandalay might have guns on it too. Let's see. Let's check it out. What's this Mandalay have on it? Oh, it just has flags. So it's, yeah, it's definitely a longer range one that I was using for... Got a fuel scoop on it. Got all the standard kind of stuff. So I was using it for gathering materials. And we could put some weapons on it. Somebody was saying that these are actually really good. The cannons are, you just run out of ammo very quickly. Yeah, 100 rounds. Why don't I just put a couple of these in here? That should be enough for damage. Kill one ship. Before I run out of ammo. Fully unengineered. That should be enough, right? 180 rounds. Alright. And then let's see how long it'll take to fly there. If I flew in this. Oops. Wrong map. Let's recalculate that. Six jumps. So half as long. It's still not close, but it's certainly closer.
Question.
And
will the Atlas Rand squadron be integrated into the upcoming vanguards? I'll vote for you to be our leader. said
yes, I'm
Under
planning on doing
Corvus
that.
Nevermore.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing the once they open it up, because I really didn't start the Galt Squadron until after they closed the ability to actually have the in-game ownership of anything. So assuming they open that up for Vanguard, and I'm planning on getting the carrier, planning on doing the actual Galt Vanguard thing as well. So the answer is yes, thank you.
I slapped a couple cannons on my T8, loaded up on gallium and got in on both in one trip, said.
There you go.
Snafubar. Sweet, said.
Yep.
Under Corvus Nevermore.
All right, well, what is my jump range? 35 light years? So, is that right? Yeah, 31. Minimum current 37. 37 is good enough. So 37 is right around the range of what the Clipper will be when it's empty and fully engineered jump drive. Which is not bad if you're just trying to move it somewhere. Might be like more like 39, but I remember it was right around a little bit less than 40.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing restraints lifted. You are go for departure.
Frameshift drive charging.
Clear station perimeter. Be careful out there, Commander.
4, 3, 2, Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
What really chaps my hind gear is when don't yield to my pedal or forget when entering or exiting a station. I bump them and get a fine when it's the next fault.
Oh yeah,
Pouting face said.
that definitely
Near
happens.
Corvus Nevermore.
That definitely happens. Hey Corvus, did you watch any of my X4 videos? Have you played that game at all?
Frameshift drive charging.
Couple more jumps here, and we'll be at our
Those
destination.
new to combat and wondering if a Cobra 5 is still a decent newbie combat ship, said Snafubar.
It is. I really like the Cobra 5. It really is a jack of all trades in a lot of ways. It's kind of like the Python at the next bigger size. Good. It's good for doing a lot of basic stuff. It's a great exploration ship. It's a very nimble and therefore good combat
I need
ship.
something cheap to learn but know nothing about, Fitz said. Snafubar.
Yeah, it actually is probably the best small size. Well,
I did, and it's a pretty cool
it's one of the
game.
best.
I don't know if I'll try X4. My favorite is Elite and I'm fully invested in it, said
Yeah.
Corvus Nevermore.
Well, and I'll tell you what, with X4 not needing a network connection to play, that's kind of why I got into it while I was on vacation. I had connectivity, but not great connectivity. Not the kind of connectivity I would trust to be flying a spaceship in and not getting killed in a fight. The cool thing was I mapped the exact same joystick movements and buttons in X4 to what I already had in Elite, so flight was extremely natural. I did the exact same thing and pushed the same buttons to do the same kind of things in that game. Abba.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, we're a ways yet. I can go normal speed yet. Okay, a little too late. That's all right. There we go. Let's see which guy this is spinning around.
Please note that access to the station is by authorization only.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Trespass! God damn it! Shit! 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 We need to get out of here before I get blown up.
Shields offline.
Oh, okay. That's what I get for not paying attention to what I'm doing. I got time. No problem. No problem. We'll just get out of here. Just get.
Integrity critical.
I do have kind of critical hull integrity, don't I? Okay. Now I gotta wait a minute before I ask for
Flying
permission to
said.
land.
Der Peter,
That was fun. I'll just park out here for a little while. Oh boy. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate you noticing the absolute perfection. Hey man, I'm alive, right? That's the important part. Let's put everything into sys and see how long until it lets me get a parking spot.
Access granted.
Oh, there you go. It's already allowed it.
Landing badge 3.
And I even have auto docking? Oh my
If I had
god, what a
predator
moron.
Every time I did that said,
I can't believe I
Hamlet.
have auto docking. I didn't know. Well, it makes for a good laugh. Okay, what's he waiting for now? Waiting for the shields to go back up?
I've done that before as well. Sneaks up on ya sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Said.
Yeah, yeah, like when I'm not paying
Corvus
attention, it's
Evermore.
definitely sneaks. Definitely.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Docking restraints engaged.
Okay. So let's pay the fine. How much does it want? 300 credits. Damn it. Okay. Now, mission. Ready to go. Did sign up for the first one. Sign up for the second one. We're signed up. Good. All right. I'll be right back.
In order to maintain smooth traffic flow, please follow standard operating procedures and request docking permission before entering the starport.
And I'm back. All right. So first thing, I guess let's go kill something now that we're signed up.
We would like to remind all commanders to avoid blocking access to landing pads during arrival.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler disengaged. Was for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
And there should be something, one of the low res zones right by this planet.
Frameshift drive charging.
Greetings, Atlas and Commanders 07 said. Lord
Hey Narco,
Tarkovsky.
long time. How you doing?
1. Engage.
So it should be right in this planet here. So where's the rings? There's the low res. There we go. Oh, there it is. On that side. Okay. This ship, either way, I wouldn't take him to a high res anyway. This is, low res is perfect for what this is. A very unengineered
Good,
Mandalay.
thanks. Wondered where you'd been. How are you? Said. Lord
Good, good.
Narcoki.
I've been good. I've been playing the same game as Ricardo though. I've been playing X4. Well, I did go on vacation, and then I had another business trip, so I was gone for about a month. And then really this month, so I was back at the end of last month. This month, I've been waiting for the Clipper to come out and just taking a break from Elite and mostly playing X4. Alright, what do we got here? Who's close to me? Are you a good guy or are you a bad guy? You're wanted. Okay, well first I forgot I need to put my fire groups in here. So let's put that in there. We probably don't have, oops, we probably don't have any
Scan detected.
limpets anyway. So let's go kill him. He should be good enough to kill.
Hey, how's it going?
Detected.
Said. Major disaster.
Hey man, how's it going yourself? I'm all right. Okay, where is he? I don't want to engage the wrong ship here.
Scan detected.
So everything is totally unengineered. We're having a tough time killing a Sidewinder. Oh boy. Wow, this is ridiculous. I thought 2 frag cannons would be enough. Apparently not. Oh, this is fun.
I'm at Vespucci dock if you want a wingman to protect the soft-looking Mandy said. Lord Narkowski.
No, that's all right. It's just ridiculous that I'm having trouble killing a swine rider. Well, although he is competent, which clearly I'm not, so yeah. Maybe I should have put a laser in here after this thing. I really thought that just putting a couple of these on here would be sufficient. I can't even get his shields down. Wow. There, finally. Jeez. It's so ridiculous. A frickin' sidewinder. I've not flown an engine-engineered ship for a long time. Did I get him? Yay! Oh god, that is ridiculous. Okay, that easy. I just ran into him. I finished him off. Alright, first one's done. Second one is I need to buy 1 unit of something, no matter what. Any of the 3 things they're collecting, so let's see. There's got to be somebody in system selling
That was
this.
painful to watch, Big Smile said.
That was totally painful to watch, wasn't it? Yeah, I know, right? Yep. Well, unengineered Mandalay with unengineered weapons. Let's see. Who is in the system selling this stuff? And I know I'm gonna get ripped off. It's not about the price point or anything. It's just purely just to get it done. Wow, I don't see anybody in the system selling. Really? That's kind of surprising. Polymers, maybe? Nope. Really? I would have thought there'd be some carriers selling stuff in here for sure. Nope. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to jump. That's all right. 21 light years, Hell Gateway. All right, let's do that. That's just should be 1 jump. Right there. And there's 1900 light seconds, so that's not bad at all. You gotta be done with your stuff, right, Narco? With doing the missions? Both of them? I would imagine. Orbital construction. Nice. And where's the place I'm going to? It's called Hell Gateway. Gateway, where are you, Hell Gateway?
All fork was done this afternoon, said Lord Narkowski.
Okay. There it is, Hell Gateway. Okay. All 4 accounts you did? Or I'm assuming that's what you meant. Yeah, that's why I did the main account for the video, and then now on the stream I'm doing the rest of the accounts. In a very disorganized manner, as you can tell. Getting the last bit of hauling, not using the new ship, because after that all the accounts will have the new ship on them. So
Orbital flight engaged.
I've got my T10 doing AF low res while I'm at work today. Did
nice.
a few hours of cargo running last night. It'll be interesting to see if I can maintain top 25% Pyra kill mission doing type 10 AF work, said
You totally should
Blaine
be able
Stratton.
to. I think most people are doing what I'm doing with this current account, which is 1 kill and 1 unit of whatever. So I think that the now, if you want to get in the top 10 players, that's different. There's definitely competition for that. But getting in the top 10 or 25% should be pretty easy.
Zorgon Peterson, Papa Alpha Uniform. This is a federal port. Follow all SFC regulations while docking. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 07.
Landing gear deployed.
Every time I land on the planet now, I keep waiting for Thargoids to shoot me. I don't think that'll ever change. It's happened so many times.
Detected.
Docking completed. Power down systems.
I might as well do 64, not just 1 unit, but basically it doesn't matter how many units.
I know I don't have the time to smash, has said Blaine Stratton.
Landing gear
Pad restraints disengaged. Climb to escape altitude.
Oops. Got that one. This one. Going back to Ayaba.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Alrighty. And here we're going to go to station. Has anyone figured out what
Okay. Have a nice stream, Kunder. See you smile said. Kunder Peter, alright.
Sounds good, Peter. Take it easy. Has anyone figured out what exactly the special engineering feature on the point defense we're getting is supposed to be? Because if I'm reading the community goal, this point defense turret pre-engineered with focused and lightweight. The problem is you can't do focused on a point defense. Like, that's not one of the engineering options. So they're giving us something
I
which
think
has
something is in
engineering
the
which you
pipeline.
can't do by
Point
itself.
defense having focused engineering on is odd. Pereft for a Thargi Caustic Isil said. Lord Narkauki.
Well, what's focus gonna do to the point defense? Because isn't focus just give you longer range? Isn't that what it does on other weapons? I mean, I like the lightweight idea for, as I mentioned on my video for this, for, why is this taking so long? For the exploration ships, and especially the one that you take to go to Guardian sites, you want the point defense to shoot down the Guardian rockets,
And 120%
but you want the least amount of...
armor piercing said. Lord Narkauki.
What? They're gonna be able to pierce armor now? That's crazy. Wow. Okay. I mean, point defense only shoots at rockets, right? That's all that weapon can target. So why does it need... I guess for the longer range would be good, but why would it... I don't think it would need 124 piercing just to hit rockets. Unless... Oh, you're right. So unless they're going to finally allow us to shoot down the caustic rockets from Thargoids.
My guess is either a unique focused giving more range or a misprint with reinforced said. Blaine Stratton.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think reinforced and lightweight kind of cancel each other out. Okay, let's not repeat what I did earlier and enter without getting permission.
Set down on landing pad 30. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Waiting in queue.
Maybe Thargoid caustic missiles said.
Yeah, that
Lord
would be awesome.
Narkowski.
If we can kill caustic missiles that are heading towards us. That was always... Honestly, I lost more of my ship, more hull, from caustic than I ever did from actual attacks by Thargoid ships. Like, the damage inflicted by them shooting me was
Doesn't the
always a
PD
small
also shoot
number
at
compared to
Hatchbreaker
the
Limpets?
caustic.
Said. Kunder Corvuscurix nevermore.
Oh, it does. You're right. You're right. No, that's true. But again, limpets don't require 120%, whatchamacallit? Armor piercing. There's no armor on limpets. There's no armor on missiles. So that, I thought it was a misprint originally, because I looked it up and was like, well, that doesn't even exist. How could we get something that doesn't exist? But who knows? Alright, let's sell the stuff and then turn in both missions. Commodities, sell stuff. Made a lot of money in that. Oh, promotion to dealer. Look at that. Yeah, this is such a young account.
The math would make it be slightly lighter and slightly more HP with both said. Blaine Stratton.
Okay. But I don't think it's generally useful with either more HP or slightly lighter. I mean, slightly lighter is always good. All right. So, okay, good. Got a
If
contribution.
it was just for extra range, then long range mod would have been enough, said.
I agree.
Lord Narkowski.
Combat bonds, right? No, what are we supposed to turn in? It's not combat bonds, it's this, probably. Huh. Okay. Let's make sure that registered. Yep, it did. All right, top 100%. That was all I needed on this account. Alrighty, let me switch accounts and we'll do it all over again. Uh-oh. That launcher's not working. What's going on? Hmm. Interesting. See if I can get into it on my laptop. I guess I can log back for now, and here I'll log back into the account we stopped hauling in midway. I'll see if I can log into my other account on the laptop.
L8R Atlas. Nap time here, so I'm off to see the wizard, said. Snafubar.
Sounds good, man. Have a good one. We'll catch you on later.
The FSD interrupt effect on the Seeker missile was new as well. Maybe FDev are making the CG rewards unique to the CG, said
Yeah,
Lord Narkowski.
could be. That's a good point. That's true. They've got a new pre-purchase Mamba conflict zone jumpstart. I haven't looked at that one. I'm curious to see what they decided to slap onto the Mamba. Okay, let's see where the planet is.
Landing gear retracted.
Clamps have released. You have liftoff.
Scan detected.
Where's the planet? City? Oh, it's still over there. Yeah, it still has a long way to go around the planet. Well, let's go get stuff anyway.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So,
I stopped playing for a while in 2019 because work had me traveling so much. It's been interesting coming back and seeing the new ARC ships. Seeing the Panther Clipper is what brought me back, said Blaine Stratton.
and I think a lot of people, and game's 10 years old, so a lot of people, including me, have stopped playing for a while at one point or another. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's just a little too close for comfort. And then came back.
Golf, India, November.
I think over the last 18 months, they really have made it a lot more compelling to come back, because you've got brand new ships, where for a long time you had no new ships. There's nothing new. I think really between when they introduced the on-foot gameplay and last year in January when they brought out the first new ship, I think there was literally nothing new for years. I mean, Power Play brought some people back. A few of the new ships brought some people back. Colonization definitely brought a lot of people back because people were mentioning that they've been out of the game for a while and then they wanted to come back and claim their little piece of space. So I think they're doing the right stuff. It'll be interesting to see what the next set of ships is, because they've done a bunch of medium ships. They did a small ship. Now they're doing the largest hauler. That's not a carrier. So what are going to be the other two ships for this year?
Landing gear deployed.
I suspect we're going to have at least one more large ship. Probably more of a military large ship.
Contact. Notifying ground.
So we'll have a fourth ship that's in that large size and capable of doing military stuff. Because
Type 8 and Python 2 are the only two new ships I've been using. Mandalay seems interesting, but I've already got a Phantom and Jumpaconda, so don't have a need, said Blaine Stratton.
the Mandalay gives you more than a Phantom in literally every regard. It's got more slots, so you can have more things on there. It has a longer jump range. Anything that the Phantom can do, it can do better. I thought I would just mothball my Phantom for a while, and I did that, but then I eventually sold it because I just never used it after the Mandalay came out. Jumpaconda is kind of a unique thing. I still have one sitting around, although I haven't been using it, because it can go slightly longer distance. But I have to say, though, I think a Mandalay going almost the exact same distance as a Jumpaconda actually can be configured better. It's just you run out of the maximum possible gen range faster with a Mandalay than you do with the Jumpaconda. But just keep in mind how much stuff you have to reduce to very minimal size to make the Jumpaconda actually be further jumping than the Mandalay. Almost every single component has to be undersized by a lot. And while you're sitting there waiting for the capacitor to recharge, the Mandalay's already got a full capacitor. So I don't know, man. I kind of feel like the Mandalay's replaced a bunch of
07,
ships.
We want a military version of Panther Clipper, said Old Virgin.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. It probably won't be the Panther Clipper, obviously. It'll be some new ship, but I think they are going to come out with a military large ship as either the next one or the one after the next one. The next one might be a small ship because they've only really done one small ship. And what was I buying here? It was gallium, right? Yeah.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler retracted. Observe speed restrictions when passing through the airlock.
Hey, Narco, if you're still here, you done any Thargoid stuff at all? Either with or without Rec lately? Because it's been ages since I've done Thargoids. Come on, man. Lie, they said. Lie.
Navy Alliance-themed anti-Xeno enlarge. Chieftain has been around a good while and hasn't gotten a successor, kinda like Python, said
Yeah,
Blaine
I always
Stratton.
liked the Chieftain.
I think a new large combat ship. Remove the need to grind superpower rep to get access to something other than a Conda, said Lord Narkowski.
Yeah, and that would actually have a benefit, I think, of having people that still fly the Corvette as, you know, like it's if you can have a large ship the size of a Corvette with decent amount of guns, then the only people that are going to be flying Corvettes are people that took the time and bother to do the grind because they really wanted the Corvette specifically, and not just somebody who wanted a big ship. And I know, like, for me, there was nothing in particular about the Corvette that I liked. I just wanted a ship that had a lot of guns and two large guns like that. If the Corvette didn't have two large guns, I don't know that I would have bothered grinding for it. And of course, after using it for a few years, you realize that those two large guns
Did some a couple of
don't
weeks
really do
ago.
much.
I was so out of practice, but muscle memory came back quick, said Lord Narkowski.
You did? Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm sure I would be making lots of mistakes if I did it right now after not doing it for a few months. For like 6 months, probably. I'm sure the last time I did Thargoids was probably with you. What am I doing here? Super Cruise. There we go.
Thank you for visiting our carrier. We have a number of services available.
Something Corvette with no size 4 with lots of size, 2/3 for being Xeno-focused. Something special allowing more experimental even before the module, said Blaine Stratton.
Yeah, if I don't think they're gonna do it simply because Thargoids are not part of the battle right now, so it wouldn't make sense to have a ship that has the built-in experimental expander. But yeah, they could totally make a ship that is a custom focused on Thargoid size large, that would have the equivalent of having the at least the small experimental, right, to let you add one additional anti-Thargoid gun right off the get-go without needing that module. That would be cool. I agree. Have you played X4 yet, Narco?
Landing complete. Ship is secure.
Let's unload.
Carrier commander.
So that gets me up to 5,000 something, right? Or no, 47. Okay, 4,700. I need 10,000 to be in the top 25%. Or no, that's bounties. How much do I need? I'm already in the top 25% with what I got in here right now. Okay. I still have to unload all this stuff, of course. So maybe we'll do another run or two, and then I'll unload the stuff tomorrow on a stream. That's probably what I'll do.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing clamps disengaged. Launch is go.
Nikolaj Piotrowski. Thanks for following.
Hey, Mikolai, thank you for the follow.
T10 hard points, maybe a few extras, but maneuverable and give up either hull, shields, or a bit of both to make up for it, said Blaine Stratton.
I think the Clipper is more of the T10. It's got hard points that I think once they fix them, you're gonna have to use turrets. I think they're gonna make the ones that are currently shooting through the ship not shoot forward at all. That's what I would do anyway if I was them. Whoa, what am I doing? I don't need docking. I need to fly to the...
Frameshift drive
That's a
charging.
negative on your request.
to the over there.
I haven't played X4, don't know why, didn't grab my attention, said Lord Narkowski.
Interesting. Okay, well, you've watched the videos that Rick and I have been playing it, right? What the hell? Come on, go. Yeah, I bought it last year on the Christmas sale. Just never got into it until I was on vacation, and my internet wasn't so great. And so having a single player game was perfect. And I think Rick bought it before as well. Yeah, he said he bought it like 8 years ago or something. And so now he's finally got around to playing it. It's got a lot of aspects that I kind of wish that Elite had. Including like the way that they do cockpits. Elite could literally do within a month. I really don't like coming out of here like this. Where, you know how in Elite they just drop a blue circle in front of the ship for you to walk into, so you're like teleported from underneath your own ship into it.
Obsession, lol, said Lord Narkowski.
Yeah, right. So some of the ships, not all, but some of the ships in X4, they don't have a whole lot of cockpit. They've got a little small cockpit.
My head
and then
says something almost like the Corvette on stats/aiming, but give up the 2 size for an add 3 or 4 size 3, said Blaine Stratton.
Yeah, that could be. I can see that. So anyway, they have a small cockpit, and they have a teleporter to get in there.
Anything else said.
But the teleporter is a little elevator-like room that you walk into up a ramp. It's a very small addition to what Elite is doing, but it's enough of a change to where it's a lot more immersive. Like if you walk up a ramp to this ship, for example, and then an elevator door opens and you walk into the elevator, and then the elevator door closes and then it opens up again and you're in the cockpit, like that's way more immersive than a little blue circle underneath the ship. But it takes not a whole lot more, I mean, a little bit more programming, not a whole lot more programming to do that. Because you're just transporting, and you can transport them directly into the same seat as what currently happens. You don't have to transport the person so they walk around the cockpit. I mean, it'd be cool. People would like it if you did. But you could literally just transport them in the seat, just like they're currently happening. Just not do it from a blue circle under the ship, but actually do it from something that they walk into. I'm really surprised they haven't done something like that, honestly. I've never heard of a RoboCop game. What is that all about?
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler retracted. Observe speed restrictions when passing through the airlock.
Oh, did I already have?
Instead of stairs, they could do a drop-down elevator like the fighter hangar and give an animation of it lifting you into the ship shouldn't be too hard to
Yeah.
implement, said
Exactly.
Blaine Stratton.
Exactly. Just doing something that just makes it feel like you're walking into the ship first and not just being beamed up a very short distance.
FPS came out last year, I think. If you're a fan of the movie and FPS, then you should enjoy it, said Lord Narkowski.
I've never heard of it. I might have to watch a video on it.
This is Flight Control. Obey standard flight practices near this carrier, Commander. Request confirmed. Move to your designated pad, Commander. That's an affirmative. See you soon, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Enjoy your stay. Welcome, Commander.
They could even have a simple tube like stations have for getting to slash from the hangar and step in the elevator the same way. Easy asset recycling, said Blaine Stratton.
Yep, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Very much that type of process. Inventory, there we go.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing clamps disengaged. Maintain a controlled speed until clear.
Oh, it's coming back out from behind the planet. Cool. Yeah, it seems to be actually in a better position now. Very good.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'll have to do an engineering materials top up to get ready for the Clipper. I might actually drop some arcs on it early, said Blaine Stratton.
Yeah, I probably need to do that as
Maya
well.
Golf
At least on
India
a couple
November.
accounts, not all of
This is
them.
an Alliance starport. Please request docking permission prior to landing.
Although, I wonder how much of the stuff coming directly out of the Type 9 that I could just stick into the Clipper that's already engineered. Because
Request
the Type
approved.
9 is
Make
definitely
your way to
getting
landing
retired.
pad
I don't
10.
don't need a smaller version of
Clear
the
for
Clipper
precision
when I
approach.
can have the
Use of docking
Clipper.
computer has been sanctioned.
I'll have to learn brain tree harvesting. Didn't do that before I left the game for a while, said Blaine Stratton.
Well, I've got a video on that.
Landing gear deployed.
Touchdown. Engaging pad restraints. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
Gallium.
Cargo hold.
Yeah, so with the Clipper, each of these runs would be about
Is it worth using the
25% to
size
30%
7
more.
limpet controller with a big ship for more collectors, or just a size 5 off a minor? Said Blaine Stratton.
For mining,
Gear retracted.
you are better off using the size 3 multi-limpet controller, not the size 7 one. The size 7 one, the problem is, well, twofold. One is the weight. The second one is a size 7 cargo cargo rack. You're going to get much more usage out of that than you will out of the size 7 controller. I mean, you could certainly use it, but I tend to put more of the size 5s in. And then size 3 multi limpet controller gives you 4 limpets in only a size 3.
For brain tree harvesting, said Blaine Stratton.
For brain tree harvesting, so you're not mining, so you're just harvesting.
Commander.
Again, you could. It depends on the ship, right? If the ship has very few medium-sized slots, but it has a size 7 slot, and a couple of size 8 slots, like if you're doing it in a, like this ship that I'm in right now, right? If you're doing it in a cutter, yeah, you could use a size 7 controller. But you wouldn't want to use a multi in that case. You would probably just use a size 7 limpet. Yeah. Well, that's what you said. Okay. I didn't fully understand what you said. Yes, you could use a size 7 limpet controller. There's no penalties for doing that. You get a lot more limpets. They have a longer distance that they can go. So yeah, you could totally do that if you're using a large ship.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
Where? That's not where I'm going then. Cancel. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to Galt. Did I fly the wrong way? I did fly the wrong way. Damn it.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
I guess so, but haven't done it to see what the actual volume of materials to harvester said. Blaine Stratton.
If you're just doing engineering mats, you don't need much cargo space. The only thing you're using cargo for is limpets. So in that case, you can have more. I mean, it's easier to justify putting a size 7 controller in. With mining, you want more space, so obviously in that scenario, losing a size 7 slot for something other than cargo doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Welcome, Commander. Please request docking permission before approaching a landing pad. Request confirmed. Move to your designated pad, Commander. Request accepted. Your docking.
I'm definitely looking forward. I'll be making a video on mining with the Clipper, and obviously hauling is pretty straightforward. But I'm going to be playing around and seeing what the optimal setup is for mining with it. More importantly, I think with that ship, because of the
Landing gear
10
deployed.
gun slots that it has, you don't need to worry about when you start mining. Because generally, when you get to a location to mine, you want to wait until the pirates show up and then start mining. So you're always kind of wasting the first few minutes when you get there, waiting for the pirates to show up and check you out before they leave. In the Clipper, I don't think we're going to need to do that. In fact, we're going to be able to get some free kills every time we go mining, just by being able to kill the pirates when they show up. It's no different than using a Type 10, really. But a Type 10 for mining is a lot less efficient than a Type 9. So we're at 62.
I'm probably going to get two. One setup as a pure hauler and one for mining. Most ships I enjoy, I've got at least 2 configurations of ships I like, said Blaine Stratton.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I don't try and use one ship for both mining and hauling. I would have one ship for mining and a separate one for hauling. And if it's a ship that I can do hauling, mining, and other things, then I'll have one of each. So like with the Python, I had a mining Python, I had a people hauling Python, I had a cargo hauling Python, I had a Thargoid killing Python. So a variety of Pythons that were fully engineered and set up to do just one job. And then I wouldn't ever have to worry about, am I got the right equipment? Do I not have the right equipment? Like, I always had the right equipment because they were always just for one job.
Mission authorized. Prep for arrival on landing pad 1-0. Automated approach authorized. All clear, Commander.
Kinda curious how Panther will be on heat management while mining. Will it be worth engineering for thermal spread or lightweight is always interesting, said Blaine Stratton.
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone's tested that yet, so I don't think we know yet.
Landing gear deployed. Flight assist off.
Landing successful. Notifying ground crew. Happy to have you, Commander.
Alrighty. Next batch.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted. Flight assist.
Landing
on.
coupler retracted. Observe speed restrictions when passing through the airlock.
Flight assist
Okay.
off. Frame shift drive charging. Three, two, one, engage.
I almost missed that one.
That's an affirmative. We'll see you soon, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, it's on over.
Docking successful. Clamps engaged. How can we help, Commander?
Down 1,000. Alright. Well, you know what, guys? I've been on stream 3.5 hours. I still got to figure out what's up with one of my accounts that wasn't working. But that's going to be very boring because I'm going to need to be looking stuff up. So I'm going to wrap it up. Let me see if anybody's streaming right now that I know. Probably not, but we'll check. Let's see. Oh, vortexes. Oh, there we go. Let's raid vortex.
Enjoy.
Hang on, guys.
Good watching, you said. Blaine Stratton.
Yeah, hang on. Let's raid vortex. You can tell them you came from me. Let me get that done right now. Hang on just 1 sec.
07 said. David Anderson. Later's Commanders 07 said. Lord Narkowski.
Yep. 07's all. Don't leave yet. Don't leave till I raid, because I want y'all to tell them where you came from. Alright. Let me set up the rating thing. Okay. And search for Battle Vortex. Alright, there he is. Saved. Okay. Alright, guys. I will catch you on the next one. I'm going to jump into his chat section as well for a little bit. Appreciate you hanging out. And I'll probably do another stream tomorrow to finish unloading what I've been loading into the carrier. So if you're around tomorrow, I'll be on as well. And right now, I'll go ahead and get you to raid Vortex.